Simple way to level up your social skills right now. This is for introverts, people with low self-esteem, or social anxiety. You see, guys, these are all things that I've suffered with myself growing up. But these are all things that personally I feel I've been able to overcome over the years, especially in this last year. I feel I've been making a lot of progress. I've been talking to a lot of people I usually wouldn't have talked to. I've been having a lot of conversations I wouldn't have usually had. I've been having a lot more courage. I've really been stepping out of my comfort zone, guys. And honestly, I'm pretty proud of myself. So I want to share this with you. You see, guys, a lot of people say they have social anxiety. They say because of childhood trauma, they can't do it. They say, oh no, I can't talk to this person. They say, oh no, I don't want to make an effort. I've been betrayed. But you see, guys, all right, look, before I get into that, I'm going to get into the simple way to level up your social skills right now. Guys, what you want to do is be able to get into the flow state, to be able to be more in the present moment. And the way that you start to do this, if you're not aware of it or haven't been doing it already, is be able to breathe right, guys. You want to be able to breathe in a way that makes your nervous system feel good. You want to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. And what you want to do is fill up your belly. This will put you in a more present state, and you'll be able to flow more and have better conversations. And I'm not finished with this book, but this is something that's talked about in The Way of the Superior Man. This is one of the books I've been trying to finish up. But basically, he talks about this breathing. He's, in my opinion, though, I'd consider David Data. He's more of a spiritualist. I think he mentions the chakras and stuff and why this is beneficial. You don't have to be a spiritualist though to get benefit from this. Just breathe in through your nose, fill up your belly. Imagine your belly's like a balloon and expand it. This will help you be more present. This will help you be more confident. This will help you be better at picking up girls and all this, guys. It really has a lot of benefits. Try it out if you're not doing it already. Now, this is just one of the things. I'm going to try to wrap this video up pretty quick, guys, and I got a little bonus at the end. The next thing you want to do to level up your social skills is, honestly, you're a lot more social than you think. But guys, in this day and age, phone use is running rampant. And so many people are messing up their dopamine. I was guilty of this a lot during high school, a lot during middle school, ever since I got a phone, really. And I got my first phone when I was pretty old, actually. I was around, I must have been in the 8th grade or so. Maybe 7th. And there's little kids with phones already, guys. So I can imagine how bad their attention span is. I can imagine how much they're chronically on their phone, you know. What you want to do is start detoxing your dopamine. Stop listening to music as much. Stop waking up and your phone being the first thing that you grab onto. You're going to get bored, but this is good. This is an opportunity to focus more on your goals and the things you've been trying to do. You got to be able to do this. But what you'll find, guys, when you do this, and if you could, I'd stop listening to music completely for at least a good few weeks, guys. Detox yourself from that, because you got to realize music can actually mess up your dopamine too. And I feel it's messed up mine on many occasions. Because look, guys, I'm going to tell you something interesting. At times I detox myself from music, and I've been trying to do a longer one here, because I realize when I don't listen to music, guys, and I'm at the gym or something, it's kind of like a waste of time at the gym, guys. Because look, everybody's on there with their earphones, but there's been some time where I'm not listening to music in the gym because I'm doing the music detox, for example, right? And what I found, guys, is something amazing. I finish a lot quicker because no longer am I on my phone, looking for the perfect funk song, the perfect hyped up song to hit my reps to. And you feel this crazy presence. This is the secret, guys. This is the secret to leveling up your social skills. Because when you're in a social environment, let's say like the gym, for example, and there's all these people around, and you don't have the music to distract you, you're not on your phone like that to distract you, you're literally going to want to talk to people, bro. You're going to be waiting on a machine, and if you're introverted and shy, something in you is going to click. It's going to be like, why am I just standing here being stupid? I could go talk to that person. I can be like, oh, like, bro, how many sets you got left? You mind if I work in with you? And this is something that I didn't used to do a lot back then. When I first started going to the gym, I was more introverted. I didn't like talking as much. But ever since I started trying to level up my social skills, I've not been listening to music as much. I've stopped using my phone so much. I'm a lot more social, guys. And I'm talking to people that I would have never talked to. Talking to people that I would have never talked to, guys. I'm making more gym bros. I'm talking to some of the cute females in the gym. I'm even having like, sometimes I'll take them out to work out with me. And if I take a cute girl to the gym, guys, like to come do like push, pull, or legs with me, I don't listen to music. Because you're like a lot more present that way, guys. And sometimes it's like, and some cute girls, I'm kind of like vetting them out, seeing if like maybe I might want to pursue something with them. And that's a good way of vetting them out. Because look, if you're out with a girl, guys, and she's constantly on her phone, she's not able to be present with you, not able to joke around and have a fun time with you, and she's always on her phone, well, that shows you that she's either like really addicted to her phone, which isn't such a good sign, guys, or she's just not that interested in you. Because when a girl is interested in you guys, like I've been in quite a few dates myself. You know, I'm still a young guy. I'm still learning a lot about game and like getting my experience up. But like, if you're on a date with a girl and she sets her phone down and she gives you her full attention and she's giving you good eye contact, that's a good sign, guys. That's the type of girl you want to see if like you want to take things further with. But if she's on her phone and like jamming to music the whole time, like, I'd think twice about that, guys. But that's the secret right there. Don't be on your phone so much and detox yourself from music. And when you get that urge to want to speak to somebody, go ahead and do it. It's as simple as saying, hey, can I work in with you? And then you go along with the conversation. You're like, oh, what's your name? You know, like how long you been working out? And it's literally that simple, guys. But people with high social anxiety, people that are always glued to their phones and like they're not in the present not in the present moment because of music, brain fart right there. It gets overcomplicated for them. I know because that used to be me, guys. But I've really been like working on leveling up my social skills. And I've been seeing a lot of success. I'm talking to a lot of new people. I got a lot of new gym bros. I'm talking to new females, raising new girls up. And it's great, guys. It feels good to be able to do these things. So that's why I wanted to share this knowledge with you. Now, I'm going to end this video off with something from The Courage to Be Disliked. This is a book that I read the other day. And it's like there's the Jungian like psychology, the Aldrin, and there's a few type of different psychologies, right? The Jungian one, which was made by Carl Jung, I believe, it talks about trauma and how this affects us and the shadow self that is like made, right? But this psychology here, which is known as the psychology of courage, it completely does not believe in trauma, which hit me by surprise because I've done shadow work myself and I've heavily believed in trauma and the way that it can influence and affect you. And this like sidelined me because I was like, whoa, like, what do you mean trauma isn't real? What do you mean these are just excuses that people are doing to complete a certain end goal? I don't completely agree with everything in this book, guys, but as somebody who enjoys philosophy, psychology, and different like viewpoints, some of what is in here I believe is actually right, actually like pretty beneficial and actually makes sense. Because you see, guys, if you're struggling with this, if you're struggling to be more social, like I was when I was younger, what could be happening to you is you've just experienced too much negative social feedback. And you're too self-critical on yourself. You want everybody to like you, but you have to have the courage to be disliked. That's where the real superpower is, guys. You gotta have the courage to be disliked. And look, I want to read you these short few this short passage here from this book. Basically, this book is the conversation between a youth and a philosopher, right? Let me just read this to you. The youth says, okay, so you're saying that my friend has shut himself in his room because he actually chooses to live this way? This is serious. Believe me, this is not what he wants. If anything, it's something he was forced to choose because of circumstances. He had no choice other than to become who he is now. The philosopher says, no. Even supposing that your friend actually thinks, I can't fit into society because I was abused by my parents, it's still because it's his goal to think that way. The youth then says, what sort of goal is that? The philosopher responds, the immediate thing would probably be the goal of not going out. He is creating anxiety and fear as his reasons to stay inside. The youth says, but why doesn't he go out? That's where the problem resides. The philosopher then says, well, think of it from the parent's view. How would you feel if your child were shut up in a room? And the youth says, I'd be worried, of course. I'd want to help him return to society. I'd want him to be well. I'd wonder if I'd raised him improperly. I'm sure I would be seriously concerned and try in every way imaginable to help him back to normal existence. The philosopher then says, that is where the problem is. And I find this very interesting, guys, because like a lot of these people that say they got like social anxiety or like they were neglected by their parents, so it messed up their social skills and made them have low self-esteem. Which I'm not hating, guys, because that's actually something that happened to me. I was emotionally neglected. And I feel it did affect me, but reading this book made me realize that I don't have to be a victim of that, you know? I can still socialize. I can still have good social skills. I can still socialize. I can still have good social skills. I don't have to put up so many excuses, you know? I'm going to try so hard to be liked by everybody, you know? If people like me for who I am, nice. If they don't, nice. It's whatever. You know, guys, I don't completely agree with everything in this book, but it has some very good points. If you're somebody who's struggling with like social anxiety, feeling like you're not enough, feeling like you have low self-esteem and you don't have any value, I highly recommend you read this book, The Courage to be Disliked. I don't agree with it 100% just yet, you know, like, and I'm going to make a video about this. I'll probably make more videos on the book too, but like, this is more of a philosophical topic, guys. What I found is that in the search for wisdom, you will find contradictions, you know? There's the Jungian psychology, and then there's the psychology of courage, you know? One of them emphasizes on trauma. Trauma happens, there's the shadow self that's developed. You gotta accept those parts of you that you like killed off or don't want to accept, stuff like that, right? And you gotta do the shadow work. On the other side, there's the psychology of courage, you know, that says, nope, trauma's not real. You're saying that you can't do A because of B, and that's an excuse. You can have courage as long as we all contribute. You're enough if you contribute. And what this book also talks about is that like we're all pretty much equal but different, you know. And there's people with oh my lord, hold on, inferiority. I can't say that word, guys. Inferiority complexes, and there's people with the superiority complexes, And that's their way of explaining like these people with like big egos and people who have to be better than others. And I believe it's very interesting. But I don't know, guys, that's kind of where I am, you know, like that's just my opinion. There's like different beliefs, and in the path and in the search for wisdom, you will find contradictions, you know, like a fork in the road. And then it's up to you to decide, am I going to go this way? Am I going to go that way? Or am I going to take a little bit from both, maybe make something new and go straight down the middle? That's a video I'll make another day. I'll title it, In the Search for Wisdom, You Will Find Contradiction. That'll be a philosophical type of video, guys. As you know, I like philosophy as well. But yeah, guys, that was the topic for today's video. Simple way to level up your social skills right now. And I just wanted to reference The Courage to Be Disliked for anybody who feels like they got really bad social anxiety, they have low self-esteem, they feel like they're not enough. It's a very interesting read. And if you suffer from these things, I do believe that book will help you out. But with that being said, guys, I'll wrap up this video. It's gotten longer than I expected it to be, as usual. That's how my unfiltered videos usually go. But I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.